What's going on, guys? It's Addy here, back with another Torchlight Infinite video. And today I'm going to be showing you a strategy that I ran on stream. Did a 3-hour test marking down my findings per hour. That came out to right around 700 feet an hour. That took no compasses. It didn't use any map mods that you would put on with NetherRealm residents. And it used a very, very low DPS character to do. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and stick around and I'll go ahead and walk you through the process. If this is the type of information that you enjoy finding on YouTube for Torchlight Infinite, please go ahead and throw me a sub or a like. I'm trying to build a new channel and I appreciate all the support. It's been great. I've had a couple people pop in Twitch chat, say that they found me through YouTube. It's been pretty amazing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the game. Before we do anything else, I'm just going to show you the characters, pretty much everything that I have on this character after finishing up my farming. Didn't get too many skill gems. That's everything I found there. As you can see, there wasn't anything like crazy skill gem wise. There's our fee. There's all the paper we farmed up boss rushing tier 7s. There's all the compasses that we're gonna have to bulk sell. There's all the, ignore this. There's all of the cards and whatnot. And then I just want to show you just exactly what I mean by a weak character, because this character is, I mean, she's got tier 1 weapons and some kind of other, some kind of whatever gear. That corrosion literally does nothing. That's +2 even without the corrosion. And then slate wise, I don't have +1 minions on my candles. I've just got the empower effect. I don't have precise stuff here. Slate wise, we're not really doing anything crazy. I've got 1 memory at level 40, 1 memory at 19, and 1 that I haven't even bought a proper memory for the slot yet. And then damage wise, here, I'll go ahead and show you what we're working with. As you can see, pretty mediocre character, if you don't mind my saying so, especially since we're like, this was about the bare minimum I was comfortable going into tier 8s with, honestly. I'll go ahead and do a preview map real quick. This is exactly how I'm running the maps. If you are familiar with my T7 strategy, it's very, very similar to that. However, what we're doing now is we don't care about a Turna, because with how weak my character is, the boss actually takes a while to kill, and he can pretty easily one-shot us, honestly. So instead, I'm using something a little bit different. This is going to be this a little bit of the strategy that I used in my how to cheese your way through your map tiers video. So what we're doing, no map mods, no compass. We go in, ignore all the warnings. We don't care about any of them. All right, we're going to hit our Statue of War, and then we're going to hit our Dream. On the Dream doesn't really provide anything, if we're being completely honest. I was looking at my returns from actually running the nightmares. Once this cycle is finished, the nightmare returns were pretty whatever. We're just using this to try to go fast, really. And I think if I modify this strategy, I don't know if I would drop Dream, because getting the lightning just makes you go so fast. So we stop, we kill the blue dots, which is the rares, and then there we go. We got the lightning, we're gone. We are absolutely out of here. Boom, boom, boom. My character's not doing all that damage. It's literally being hard carried by the lightning. Can I leave the map? All right. So that was a typical map. And what are we doing? We are rushing canvas in tier 8. That's why I did not use the canvas papers in my tier 7 strategy. We were saving them, we were hoarding them, we were farming them. That way we can use them in tier 8 and in profound tier 8 later on. Like right now, I think I've got like, I don't know, over 5,000 paper that I farmed up in tier 7s, just boss rushing. But anyway, without further ado, let me go ahead and hop into the actual breakdown of information. This is what we've got going on. And then DJ, I need you out the way, sir. Appreciate your time. All right, so I did 3 separate hours and marked them all down. I do want to note, and I did this just for clarity, I did count this hour as just an hour, but it was technically 63 minutes. I did want to make sure that I did let you know that. That one was a bit rough. We kind of died 4 times in a canvas to the Clockwork Ballet boss, who's, look, she's bullshit. That's all I got to say. Anyway. All right. So the first run was the absolute best of the three. We got a total of 949.32 flame elementium from there. As you can see, we got almost 50 just in if we combine our embers, we got over 100 in embers, 358 raw fee, flame star shards, 280 encompasses. That was a big one. You drop a lot of compasses from canvas, actually. And there are some, the mid-tier compass for God of Machines especially is worth like 60 plus. Assorted divination cards, 92. Supports, all of the supports that we dropped on this hour was only 16. And then we did get 2 ultimate embers from a level 7 chest room. I did go ahead and keep track of how many level 7 chest rooms I got, because here's the thing, when you're running, internalize this, when you're running canvas, if you get a chest, everything you do should be to get that chest to level 7, because that level 7 chest will probably outdo 10 other rainbow rooms on your, it will, flat out. So this run, we got a single level 7 in the entire hour. This run, we got none. This run, which was actually our worst run, we did get one, however, this specific hour featured what I could only describe as the single worst canvas I've had the entire season, like bar none. I reset that canvas twice. I hit the nuke button on that canvas twice. I could not get anything on that canvas above level 5. It just was not happening. So that was by far our worst one. I wager had we gotten even a remotely decent one, this number would have broken the 700 mark. We're at 687 fee average per hour across the 3 hours. And then this is the number that everybody always talks about. This is the number that I want you to really see, which is the adjusted number. Nobody really gives you the adjusted number. I want to just do that just so we remember and we're keeping like in our minds that when you sell your stuff, the tax man is going to hit. IRS is going to get their money. It's going to happen. All right. And then across the 3, this was our averages across the 3. Matchless Embers, 42. Precious Embers, almost 59. Raw fee average across the 3, 271. 42 in Star Shards, 160 in Compasses. The assorted divination cards, I'm just going to call them divination cards, bro. Like, that's what they are. It was just shy of 70. We got really, really boned on supports. Our average across 3 hours was 24 on supports. We did not get a single good support, really. We got one that was like in the 30s and one that was in the 20s. It was pretty bad. Pretty bad. And then there was one thing I did want to make clear. When I'm looking at the support with the divination card specifically, I counted every divination card with the exception of anything that turned in for Flame Elementium at a low tier that I could turn in. So 100 Windfall we did not turn those in. We did count that toward the divination cards. But the 7 for 9 Flame Elementium card we turned in, and then the one that gives you this 3 for 1 Flame Elementium, we turned those in. The card that gave the 10 random compasses we turned in, and then the card that gave the random embers, we also turned that in. We didn't get any ultimate ember hits off of that, or we didn't get any outstanding hits on any of the divination card turn-ins. I think the best we got was a single compass turn-in for 10 of a 3 fee compass, and that was it. So nothing outstanding from our divination cards, nothing outstanding from our supports. Absolute travesty of a board in the 3rd hour. And this is what we're working with. I just showed you my damage. I showed you a map. That's all we do. And this can be vastly increased. Imagine how much faster you could do the canvas if you had 400 million DPS, 600 million DPS, a billion DPS. I'm sitting at like 200 million DPS on a character that can get one shot multiple times by a handful of bosses in there. So I could easily, on a geared out character, I could easily see this hitting the 800 mark. I believe that. I think after I gear up the character some more, it'll probably hit the 800 mark. And I think that's pretty outstanding for a tier 8 strategy with no compasses and no Netherrealm resonance. Anyway, hopefully that was interesting for you all. And also, I do want to clarify one thing here. When I pulled the numbers for this, I do want to be clear. all of the numbers here were price check, whatever the lowest was. It doesn't matter if the lowest was a quantity of 1 or a quantity of 50. Whatever the absolute lowest number was, that is what I used to calculate the amounts that we have here on this spreadsheet. Meaning, realistically, if I sell everything at its actual price, which is almost never going to be the actual lowest price, because there's always like that, like there's always like undercut, and then what the actual price is. I suspect this easily breaks the 700 point. And then, but yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now because I kind of feel like I'm getting a bit rambly. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out in finding the fee. And if you've got any questions, go ahead and drop them below. I'll be live streaming again this evening on Twitch at twitch.tv/itsadiar. That link will be in the description down below. And then I will also link the tree that I'm using to do the boss rushing in tier 8. I'll have that in a pinned comment below, so you can go ahead and pull that tree and do exactly this. The tree for this, I don't think I've optimized it. I kind of just grabbed a tree and went. So yeah, see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.